Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Growing with the Moon. A belated Happy New Year, or Astara, however you choose to celebrate. It's been a very busy start to the season, so I thought I'd give you an update and show you around. Okay, this is the polytunnel, and we've planted 3 crops in here at the moment. On the right we've got spring onions, in the middle we have radish, and on the left we have lettuce. It's supposed to be early spring crops. The idea will be that after they've been harvested, we shall then plant late spring crops like tomatoes and cucumbers in here. Not sure how successful it's all going to be because the soil hasn't really been treated, apart from some manure that I put on in the autumn, which I'm not sure how well that's mixed in because it's not like it gets rained on every day like the outside. But anyway, just show you how we're doing with these crops. So if we look at the spring onions, we can just see that they're starting to rear their heads. So yeah, hopefully, there we go again, there's one there and one there, one there. Yeah, so these are starting to show. Could probably do with getting a little bit of weeding done in here, but anyway. Radishes, I think that's one, and that's one, so these are starting to show now, which is all very encouraging. And the only thing that's being a bit slow to pop out of the ground is this lot. Not really sure about anything, don't know if that's going to be something. This was like all on a tape, so it should all be in a fairly regular line. But anyway, that's waiting for, I don't know, a better day. Yeah, so that's what's going on in here. Keep on trying to remember to water it. Maybe eventually we'll have something in this corner as well. This originally was all on the same level, on the ground level, but last year I decided to use a bunch of old bricks that were lying around in the garden and make these slightly raised beds. So maybe that will help things this year. I don't know if it helps with the drainage or stops stuff digging up or growing up from underneath so readily. But yeah, this I will say polytunnels are not fantastic really. They're a lot cheaper than greenhouses or that sort of stuff, but they don't really weather so well. This admittedly I don't think you're supposed to leave it up all winter, but this is starting to look a bit worn around the edges. I don't know how many years it's got left in it. But so there we go. That's that part of the garden. This is our herb garden. I've just built this spring. It's the first time I've ever done any bricklaying, and I think you'll agree that's quite obvious from just looking at it. The idea is, yeah, it's herbs. And Mrs. has already started to populate it. At the back there, that is what's known as bear garlic. It grows wild, and here in Poland it's protected. You're not allowed to pick it in the forests because it's protected. So we bought this one from a shop or whatever, so hopefully it'll find its new home quite agreeable, and we'll have wild garlic coming off it. Here it's going to be coriander and yeah, can't remember the other one. Coriander and parsley, that's it, parsley. Got there in the end. So we shall see how they grow. On the other side, I think that's mint. I think she's planted mint there. Got to look after mint apparently because it can take over a field if you don't hem it in a bit, so that's why it's growing in here and we haven't planted it out in the garden. Mind you, anything grows wild in here and does well, I'll be quite happy with. But yeah, so this one's all empty at the moment, so I think it's going to be marjoram. I think that's the plan for it anyway. So yeah, built that. It was a pig of a job to do, and I'm still not sure if I'm happy with it. I don't suppose I can be too unhappy with it. Like I say, it's my first attempt and it's just some old bricks lying around. Yep, so that's the herb garden. Some of the first outdoor planting has been done in these 2 raised beds. This one has got salad in it and also some spring onions, which I don't know if you can see are starting to show. So not really too far behind the ones in the polytunnel. And next to it here, radish, which again starting to show. On the outsides of these are salads of different descriptions, but they're being a little bit slower to happen. Might be something. I don't know, might be something, I don't know. Yeah, but in here, I think there might be carrot in one of these. Can't remember what I've done now. I should have brought my notebook out with me. But yeah, I think they're just waiting for better weather, as we're starting to have. Something else we planted just recently was some peas. These are garden peas, and here we have sugar peas. Originally planted indoors. They were outgrowing their small pots, and the advice I read was that they can go out between 4 and 6 weeks before the last frost date, which here is the middle of May. So we're a little bit early, but hopefully they'll dig in there. I'll probably put 1 or 2 more seeds in pots in the polytunnel over the next month and let them grow up, and if these are struggling I can replace them or put some more crudely made trestles up into this line and let them carry on. So they're the peas. One big success for me has been the garlic. This garlic was all planted in the autumn. I put a layer of cow manure on it and left it for the winter, and now, as you can see, it's all doing quite well. Quite pleased with that. It's pretty much 100% return. There's only maybe 2 spaces in that where there's nothing showing at the moment, and maybe if I pull back the old manure there might be something underneath. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that's turned out. That goes down as a success, probably the first real success I've had in 2 years. But there we go. Something else while I'm over in this area, 3 new raised beds that I built. First 2 got no real plans for at the moment. The last one is hopefully going to be peppers, which I've started off indoors, and maybe some tomatoes, which I'll use to kind of protect the peppers to a certain extent from some of the sunshine. Apparently they need a little bit of shade. We'll see how it goes. All the earth that's gone into those, we bought a small mountain of earth at the beginning of the season. Like I haven't got enough, but apparently the earth is superior growing earth from what we've got actually on the field here. So yeah, I've wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow load of earth has gone into those, and I've also put a load of earth down on each of these lines. Turns out that earth is the heaviest element known to mankind, or at least to this man anyway. Quite heavy work, but so yeah, all the soil's gone down and went on top of a load of manure that I put there last autumn, and I've had the rotavator out and mixed it all up. So it's a case now of going along these lines and picking out the worst of the weeds, and then they'll be ready for this year. Hopefully deliver a decent crop, because last year, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but we didn't really prepare properly, and as a result we got next to nothing. But yeah, so this is all going well. These are pumpkin plants. These have gone in well early, but I planted them indoors on a seed day, because pumpkins are fruit, and they were racing away in their small pots, so these had to come out as well, a bit like the peas, same sort of story. Planted them and put some fleeces next to them in case we have any cold nights, which we might be doing in the next week or so. Yeah, so they're a bit delicate. They're not standing up as proud as they were indoors. They're kind of laying down. I'm a bit worried that the trauma is going to be too great, but the plan will be to plant some more and put plant some more in pots and put them in the polytunnel, and then after the frost date, which is when they're supposed to come out, I'll plant whatever's in the polytunnel and also plant just seeds, and then we'll see what the best way to grow pumpkins really is. I know they like fairly good soil, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the best country for them, but yeah, we'll see how they go. Here's the fruit section. They are the strawberry plants from last year. We left them with some manure. Hopefully they've got through the winter okay. The missus has done a little bit of light weeding around them, so hopefully they'll be able to start delivering. Bit worried about the blackberry bushes. They're a bit dry. They haven't really taken as we'd like, but we're not giving up hope on them just yet. I think they're generally a late summer crop, so maybe they're just a bit late in coming out. Gooseberries, not really sure if you can see them in this light, but they seem to be doing okay. They've started to show some green, so I think there might be a bit of a crop off them this year. I transplanted these from under the trees near the house last year, and they spent last summer sort of bedding in, which have done all right. So yeah, hopefully we'll see something out of them this year. On Saturday we bought a bunch of fruit trees. You can see this one here. We bought 2 plum trees, 2 sweet cherry trees and 2 bitter cherry trees for making wine with. So yeah, they all went in the ground on Saturday in various places around here. They're all, because they're so young, we've been told they won't see any fruit off them for 4 or 5 years, but it's okay. With the other cherry trees around here are getting all quite mature, so I've read that cherry trees only got about a 20-year lifespan, so it'll be good to have some coming through. Now last year I transplanted what I believed were a bunch of young cherry trees and spread them all around here. Left it, didn't think any more of it, and the place got buried under weeds anyway, so kind of forgot about it. But looking around here this year, I was looking for places to put these cherry trees, and some of these trees are actually starting to dig in a bit, and they're starting to bud this year, so that's all quite encouraging. Through all of these weeds, they've made a fight of it. So the question is now, are they actually cherry trees or not? Because we've still got some doubt about it. But if they are, then I've got like a bunch of them going on, like I say, a 4 or 5 year plan. But if not, then it's just a case of finding out what they are, and I don't know, moving them again somewhere when I get more cherry trees. But yeah, it'd be nice actually for all of this area to be a bit more trees. Like I say, all the trees are down here deliberately for the idea that I think they take more water. So if all the water runs down the hill when we have good downfalls, then hopefully they'll do all right here. That was really the idea behind having all the fruit section at the lower half of the field. Here we go. There's another gooseberry there, looking fine, nice and green. So maybe we'll expand this out each year, might move the gooseberries a little bit further back. But like I say, it's all about weeding and preparing the soil, and anyway, it's a long job. It's a long job. Something else we've done is we planted a load of fir trees. We bought 200 seedlings, as you can see here, and then here, and then here, basically all the way along this border and around other parts of the border. You'll be able to see that this is our border with our neighbour, We stuck a few more down there. Obviously it won't be like Fort Knox, but the idea will be just to define really the edge of the field. Not sure how long they'll take to grow, maybe 4 or 5 years before they start to stick their heads above the weeds. I'm hoping they're tough enough to find their own little space amongst all of this vegetation. But it'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to see it growing over time. Not sure exactly how that helps our carbon footprint. I don't know if we're carbon neutral now by planting 200 trees, and I don't know how long we'll be carbon neutral for, but anyway, it's probably a better thing to do than just sticking up a wire fence. These are my peppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 were planted. There are 3 sweet ones and 4 hot ones. This one seems to be a little reluctant to show, but all the others have started to show, so that's a bit encouraging. They did take longer than everything else virtually. They were quite long germinating, but hopefully eventually these will be right to go out into the garden, like I say, into that raised bed with some tomatoes. Here we've got some cauliflowers, some red cabbage, and then some mint. The red cabbage and the cauliflowers, there's 4 of each. There was kind of a 3 out of 4 rule coming up to start with. 3 of each plant came through and 1 has yet to come. But unfortunately, with the red cabbage, 2 of them are wilting now. Not sure if that's because of overwatering or not. Yeah, so 1 survives, but again, it's something I'll replant in pots and put in the polytunnel for April, and then hopefully they'll be again. I suppose I can put them outside come the glorious day and put just seeds in the garden as well, and see which is the best way to deal with these products. And at the end, mint. It seems to be taking a very long time. And I don't know if we'll just rely on the one that's out there in the herb garden now. I'm hoping that we can actually get these to grow a little bit and then plant them, and it will boost the production somewhat. Here we have strawberries, tomatoes, and more tomatoes. This is tomatoes take 2. These kits were presents. It's like from Chiba or something. The Hessian bags, they come with the stuff and some seeds, and it's for indoor planting. First go I had with the tomatoes, I overwatered really, and there was mildew, and whatever came through was rotting away. So we're having another go, and they seem to be doing okay. I'm trying not to water them too much, but I'm a bit scared that I then don't water them enough. Been waiting a long time for these strawberries to deliver, and I think there's just 1 or 2 starting to show their heads. But yeah, because there's plastic inside there, so and the material sort of holds water forever. So you've got to be careful not to water it too much. These are doing all right. These are black cherry tomatoes, and they're coming along nicely. Quite happy with the way they're going. Eventually they'll probably be outside. Just wanted to show you these. These are 39 bottles, 39 half-litre bottles of homemade lager. That's something else I've been doing this spring. Finally bottled them last night, so for about 3 months' time, hopefully have a barbecue and try my own beer. So there you have it. That's where we're up to at the moment. The next couple of days I'll be writing my agenda for April, working out which days are for what crops and where I'm going to plant them. Hopefully that will lead us into May, and then the serious stuff will start outside. So something to look forward to. I hope all your planning is going well, and any planting you've done is starting to deliver. I wish you well, and until the next time, goodbye.